Okay, this is going to be an update video of sorts. I've shown this stuff on the channel before, but really haven't gone into the details of some of these. Wow, some of this has seen some damage. Excuse me. A lot of this has been, probably about half of this has been store-bought. The other half has been bought on eBay and Amazon. But getting to the very first, and this is my Doors collection, the entire collection on CD. If I haven't made a collection video of my Doors vinyl collection, then I'll make one. I'll have to look back and see, but I may have in the past. But anyways, this is the very first Doors release that I owned, and this is the original Doors Perception box set put out in 2006. Beautiful piece here, and there is a peephole here to where you can see the Doors, some images. I think it's like 3 or 4 images, and it starts with an early picture of them, and then a picture of them, I think, in the Morrison Hotel days, and then the LA Woman days. So it kind of chronicles their beginning and end, so to speak. But yeah, there is a condensed version of this. Just the box is smaller. You still get the same content, and the content inside this box set is 6 CDs and 6 DVDs. Pardon me for 1 second. Do something right quick, and I'm gonna go into some detail of when I bought this thing. Bought it maybe a week or so after its release. Actually took off work to do that. Took a sick day. And strangely enough, it was my second to last sick day that I actually could use with that company and was later let go. So here's the spine. It just has a really cool look to it. Looks like old apartment doors or something. I don't know how to explain it, but so open up the set here. It would have been cool if they had included I don't know, a poster or something. So you lift up and you get all the Doors albums here. I don't really have them in the correct order, but you get the first album, Strange Days, Waiting for the Sun, The Soft Parade, Morrison Hotel, and LA Woman. Yeah, it's just really nice set, I would have to say. And you get the studio tracks here, the original albums, as well as demos of songs and outtakes, B-sides, stuff that just wasn't on the original album. Also, with the DVD audio, you also get the albums in PCM stereo sound, as well as 5.1 mixes, which those offer up. I think as well as the stereo versions, you get screams and grunts that Jim originally performed on the songs, but those were either spliced out of the original masters of the album, and then that's what became the most known versions of these songs up until now, up until this was released. There's also a dirty version of Roadhouse Blues that wasn't released, that still hasn't been released, that a lot of people said they could have released it on with this set. There's different takes of songs, which is really interesting to hear, especially on the that's more most evident on the Morrison Hotel CD and DVD. Along with the 5.1 mixes on the DVDs, you also get the very few music videos the Doors put together over the years for their hit songs, as well as, of course, classic live performances. For instance, like the PBS, stuff, and it actually looks better than what was released on the Soundstage DVD, ever so slightly. Let's see here. But yeah, well worth owning. This is the very first Doors release that I owned, and there for a while it was probably going to be the only thing that I owned until I heard about some other releases, which I'll get into. And these are my more recent Doors purchases. This is the Doors' first album, but it is the 24 karat gold plated compact disc put out by DCC Compact Classics, remastered by Steve Hoffman. excellent sound on these, and I have done full-on reviews of each of these as individual videos. Here's the Strange Days DCC Compact Classics Gold CD. These are all one disc, and they just contain the original album tracks. All sound simply amazing, just spectacular. I can't say that enough. And Waiting for the Sun. Got the slipcover for this guy, and this will have to be a two-parter, more than likely. Two-part video, that is. This actually came after the DCC Compact Classics. This is a audio fidelity release, but it does sound pretty good. Kind of in the same vein of the DCC Compact Classics as well. And it actually contains the 40th anniversary mix of Roadhouse Blues and Waiting for the Sun. Very interesting. I remember hearing about this release when the box set came out, and I started thinking, hey, which one of these am I gonna get? You know, let's see here. When was this? Oh, this is 2009. Huh. Okay. Anyways, here you got LA Woman, a DCC Compact Classics Gold CD release. Very cool packaging here. It mimics the original vinyl release, and I do have one viewer here that will more than likely enjoy this just as much as I have enjoyed buying these and making this video. Once again, original album tracks here, just fantastic sound, better than you've ever heard it, unless you own like all original vinyl versions of these albums. I'm talking the first pressings put out by Elektra when all these albums originally came out. 40th anniversary version of LA Woman. So this contains the original album remastered, which sounds great. So then you have alternate tracks for every song, I think, except for Bend Down. No, wait, there's one that's not on here. I think it's L'America. Yeah, so you get alternate versions of well over half the album, as well as new songs called She Smells So Nice and Rock Me. I guess You Don't Need Meat is not on here. But yeah, I mean, with this you just get more LA Woman session stuff, like stuff that was recorded during the recording of LA Woman, as well as more pictures taken during the recording of the album, which is really cool to see, and as well as that original woman on the crucifix, or alien or something, whatever that is. That's quite interesting. And then we get into Bright Midnight releases, or actually we're going to go in order that I bought these, the best that we can. The Doors Live in Hollywood and The Doors Absolutely Live. 2 CD edition. It's a Take Two original album CD box set, and these were popular back in the, I can't tell when this released, probably in the early 2000s. They don't make these anymore. There might be bootlegs of stuff like this put out over the years by companies that are overseas, like in China and Europe and stuff. But yeah, great live set here. And now we'll get into the Bright Midnight stuff. The Doors live at Boston Arena. I also have live in, I think it's Vancouver, with Albert King. I can't seem to find the CD, but this is actually three CDs here. Cool stuff. You're going to have to meet me in part 2 here soon, guys. Very cool set here. Just wish it had been put into a proper holder. I don't think I have any other Bright live stuff. I was going to buy Live in Philadelphia years ago, but never did it, and now the price is just through the roof. Same with this guy. The Doors Live in New York Felt Forum. It's this guy is still sealed. It's a 6 CD set. I had the chance to buy it in California a while back and never bought it. And finally, when I went back to California and at this record store there that I go, it's called, I think it's Spin Records or something, it was gone. So I was kind of sad. Anyways, so this is 6 CDs. It contains all 4 performances over 2 nights here at the Felt Forum. Great stuff. I do have an MP3 format, so that's fine. Meet me over in part 2 and we'll conclude up this this video, guys. I do really thank you for watching.